The honeymoon phase for the new Warriors addition, Jimmy Butler has been great, beating the Bulls by 21 points and beating the Bucks without Giannis by 14 points. Pretty easy competition. They should take care of business, but 2 dominating road wins is still impressive, considering they have struggled this season on the road. And personally, I believe in them with the Jimmy addition. You can't count them out against anyone. Something to keep in mind as well, this season the Warriors have been in the second most clutch games, 32 to be exact. That's a lot. And in those games, they have a 16-16 record. It's not like they were super far away from having a completely different record if a few close games go their way. They would be looked at in a whole different light. And overall, they finally got Steph Curry help. There was just too much on his plate considering he's 36 years old. He just couldn't carry this roster to wins consistently. They had enough to stay in most games, but finishing the job has been very inconsistent for them this season. According to PivotFade.com, when he's on the court, the Warriors have a plus 2.1 net rating, plus an offensive rating of 118.9. That's a top 7 pace currently in the league. Meanwhile, when he's off the court, the net rating falls to the negatives, negative 2.2 to be exact, and the offense completely drops off. 106.6 offensive rating. That would rank 20th in the entire NBA. And if you watched my Jimmy Butler debut video, one of my main points is they finally have another guy in Butler who you can just give the ball to without any designs, and he will create shots for himself or others consistently for stretches. He can be the alpha in units. And in the Bulls game, Steph Curry went out the game with a 3-point lead to start the fourth quarter, and a Jimmy Butler-led group played so well that Steph never re-entered the game because it turned into a blowout. Now, these are very small sample sizes, but post-trade deadline, the Warriors are in a way better place in the non-Steph minutes because of Jimmy Butler. With him off the court, Steph Curry, in 28 minutes, the last 2 games, the Warriors have a plus 13.9 net rating. And listen to this, Jimmy Butler, Buddy Hield, Pods, Draymond, and Quinton Post in 9 minutes have 175 offensive rating, 62.5 defensive rating. They potentially have an elite group gaining chemistry without the great Steph Curry. Another big difference is all of a sudden the Warriors can't stop getting to the free throw line, mostly because Jimmy Butler is one of the best players at doing just that. And so far with the Warriors, he has 24 field goals attempted compared to 28 free throws attempted. It truly is a cheat code. And guess what? The Warriors were ranked 27th in the NBA for free throw rate, 22.8 throughout the whole season without him. And in the last 2 games, as a team, it's up to 35.5 for their free throw rate, which is good for 4th in the league during that period. And think about it. The Warriors over the season are 3rd in 3-point rate. That's a great recipe for success. They most likely will be generating more free throws and more 3-pointers than their opponent if they can keep up their recent play with Jimmy Butler. And this tweet from Eli perfectly describes why I believe Jimmy is such a seamless fit in the Warriors system and also next to Curry. Jimmy is so special. He finds his flow and spots with such ease, and he's still probably the best off-ball event creator in the league when locked in. Here's a snippet from my Jimmy debut video that showcases this exact idea. Again, he's so good at the little things. Setting the screen after the pass seems like nothing at the time, but look what happens. His defender is sealed off, free passing lane to the basket now. Great pass by Draymond. Told you he's a wide receiver, and 1 finish. Overall, Curry and Jimmy are 2 of the smartest players off the rock. And the fact that the Warriors have on-ball reps waiting to be taken, like, please, somebody control the game on the ball, really just makes Jimmy Butler that perfect fit because Steph can't be doing that 24/7 at his age. And already you've seen multiple times throughout the first 2 games, give him the rock, get out the way, and he's going to do some things. But also, he can find his spots off the ball, set screens for Curry, get into the middle of the zone, pass it to his open man. He knows where to go. He knows how to get open off the rock, and he knows how to make himself useful in that situation. He really fits into the Warriors system, and I don't think people realize, but like the closest thing to the Warriors system is what the Miami Heat have been running for years with Jimmy. To end off the video, we're going to be looking at the lineups that are most played during the Jimmy Butler era. So 13 minutes of Jimmy Butler, Buddy Hield, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Moses Moody, 21.4 net rating, 157.1 offensive rating, 135.7 defensive rating. So then you take out Moody and replace him with Pods, 18.8 net rating, 123.8 offensive rating, 105 defensive rating. My question to you is, do you think they can keep this up against stiffer competition and elite teams? Because right now it's working. Let me know your thoughts below.